The documentary opens with a dramatic montage that immediately draws viewers into the ancient world of Alexander the Great. The scene begins with close-up shots of ancient artifacts, gleaming swords, intricate jewelry, and weathered scrolls. The camera then pans over detailed maps of Alexander's vast empire, highlighting key locations such as Macedonia, Egypt, and Persia. Next, the focus shifts to majestic statues of Alexander, capturing his commanding presence and regal demeanor. Soft, ambient music underscores the visuals, enhancing the sense of mystery and grandeur. As the montage progresses, shadows and light play across the artifacts, maps, and statues, creating a dynamic and engaging visual experience that sets the stage for the secrets to be revealed. The scene transports viewers to ancient Greece, starting with sweeping vistas of rugged landscapes and pristine coastlines. The camera glides over rolling hills and lush valleys of Macedonia, capturing the natural beauty of Alexander's homeland. We see Pella, the vibrant capital city, with its grand palace and bustling marketplaces. The scene narrows to a charming rustic home, believed to be Alexander's birthplace, nestled amidst olive groves and vineyards. Detailed visuals showcase traditional Greek architecture, with whitewashed walls and terracotta roofs. Soft, historical music plays in the background, blending with the ambient sounds of nature, evoking a sense of the rich cultural heritage that shaped Alexander from his earliest days. The scene vividly brings to life young Alexander studying with Aristotle. We see a sunlit courtyard in the ancient city of Macedonia, surrounded by lush greenery. Alexander, a curious and attentive boy, sits on a stone bench, engrossed in a scroll. Aristotle, his wise and patient tutor, stands beside him, gesturing animatedly as he explains complex ideas. Detailed close-ups show Aristotle's expressive face and Alexander's focused eyes, capturing the intensity of their lessons. The courtyard is adorned with ancient Greek artifacts and books, emphasizing the scholarly atmosphere. Birds chirp softly in the background, and a gentle breeze rustles the leaves, creating a serene and inspiring setting for their intellectual exchange. The scene depicts Alexander in the ancient city of Gordium, standing before the legendary Gordian knot. The camera focuses on the intricate knot, a complex tangle of ropes that seem impossible to unravel, secured to an ancient chariot. Alexander, clad in his battle armor, examines it with a mix of curiosity and determination. The setting is a grand, open hall with ancient stone walls adorned with torches that cast flickering shadows, enhancing the aura of mystery. Onlookers, both soldiers and locals, watch in hushed anticipation. Alexander's face reveals a moment of deep thought before he confidently draws his sword. With a swift, decisive stroke, he slices through the knot, symbolizing his bold approach to problem-solving and his destiny as a conqueror. The scene transports viewers to the vast, golden expanses of the Egyptian desert. Alexander, dressed in a flowing tunic and a regal cloak, leads a small entourage through the shifting sands. They arrive at the sacred Siwa oasis, an ancient and mystical site surrounded by lush palm trees and clear blue springs. The camera captures Alexander's awe as he approaches the Temple of Amun, its stone walls adorned with hieroglyphs and ancient carvings. Inside, the air is thick with incense, and flickering torchlight casts eerie shadows. The high priest, draped in elaborate robes, leads Alexander to the oracle. In a hushed, reverent tone, the priest delivers the oracle's cryptic message. Alexander listens intently, his face a mix of determination and contemplation, as the prophecy reveals hints of his divine ancestry and future conquests. The scene vividly reenacts the Battle of Gaugamela, showcasing the epic confrontation between Alexander the Great and Persian King Darius III. The battlefield is a vast plain under a blazing sun, with dust clouds rising as thousands of soldiers clash. Alexander, astride his magnificent horse Bucephalus, commands his troops with unwavering resolve. The camera captures the fierce combat. Macedonian phalanxes advancing with precision, cavalry charging and archers releasing volleys of arrows. Alexander, with his iconic helmet and determined gaze, leads a daring cavalry charge through a gap in the Persian lines, creating chaos and breaking their formation. The scene crescendos with the dramatic flight of Darius, symbolizing the turning point of the battle. Victory cries fill the air as Alexander's tactical brilliance secures a decisive and legendary triumph. The scene portrays the grand founding of Alexandria in Egypt. Alexander stands on the Mediterranean coast, surveying the strategic location with its natural harbors and access to the Nile. The camera pans across the bustling site, where workers and architects lay out plans for the new city. Alexander, clad in regal attire, consults with his engineers, pointing to a large map spread on a table. Detailed visuals show the construction of wide streets, monumental buildings, and the iconic Pharos lighthouse beginning to take shape. The scene highlights the blend of Greek and Egyptian influences in the architecture. As the sun sets, casting a golden glow over the nascent city, Alexander stands atop a hill, gazing proudly at Alexandria, envisioning it as a thriving center of culture and trade that will bear his legacy for centuries. The scene captures the momentous meeting and marriage of Alexander and Roxana, a Bactrian princess. It begins in a lavish Bactrian palace, where Alexander, wearing his royal attire, is introduced to Roxana, who is adorned in traditional, ornate clothing and jewelry. Their eyes meet, and there's an instant connection. The camera focuses on their expressions, capturing Alexander's admiration and Roxana's grace. The setting is rich with cultural details, tapestries, intricate carvings, and a backdrop of the snow-capped Hindu Kush mountains visible through large windows. The wedding ceremony is depicted in vibrant detail, with rituals blending Macedonian and Bactrian traditions. Guests, dressed in colorful attire, celebrate with music and dance. As Alexander places a crown on Roxana's head, they smile at each other, symbolizing their union and the merging of two great cultures. The scene depicts the tense moment at Oppias, when Alexander's troops refuse to march further. The setting is a military encampment near the Tigris River, with weary soldiers gathered around. Dust and exhaustion are palpable in the air. Alexander, standing on a raised platform, addresses his troops with fiery determination, urging them to continue their conquests. The camera pans across the faces of the soldiers, revealing their fatigue and frustration. Murmurs of dissent grow louder, and a soldier steps forward, voicing the collective demand to return home. Alexander's expression shifts from anger to understanding as he realizes the depth of their exhaustion. The scene captures the emotional intensity as Alexander, with a heavy heart, reluctantly agrees to their demands, marking a pivotal moment of leadership and empathy in his campaign. The scene portrays Alexander's final days in Babylon, steeped in a sense of foreboding. The opulent palace is adorned with luxurious fabrics and intricate mosaics, contrasting with the solemn atmosphere. Alexander reclines on a golden throne, his once mighty frame now weakened by illness. Physicians bustle around him, their furrowed brows betraying their inability to cure him. The camera captures the worry etched on the faces of Alexander's closest companions, who gather anxiously by his side. Outside, the city bustles with activity, unaware of the impending tragedy. As night falls, Alexander's condition worsens, and a somber mood descends upon the palace. The scene is punctuated by moments of quiet reflection, as Alexander contemplates his mortality and the legacy he will leave behind. With a final, whispered breath, the great conqueror passes away, leaving behind a world forever changed by his exploits. The scene delves into the mystery of Alexander's lost tomb, shrouded in intrigue and speculation. Archaeologists and historians gather in a dimly lit chamber, examining ancient maps and scrolls. The camera pans over dusty artifacts and crumbling ruins, hinting at the passage of centuries. Outside, a team of modern-day explorers braves rugged terrain and scorching heat, searching for clues to the tomb's whereabouts. The scene cuts to interviews with experts, who discuss tantalizing theories and tantalizing leads. The tension builds as the search intensifies, with each discovery bringing hope and disappointment in equal measure. Finally, the scene fades to black, leaving viewers with a sense of wonder and curiosity about the fate of Alexander's final resting place. Modern archaeologists embark on a gripping quest to uncover the long-lost tomb of Alexander the Great. Armed with state-of-the-art technology and historical insights, they traverse ancient landscapes and delve into remote regions. The scene unfolds with a team of experts meticulously scouring potential sites, sifting through layers of history in their pursuit. Drones soar overhead, capturing panoramic views of rugged terrain and hidden valleys. Ground-penetrating radar and advanced imaging techniques reveal tantalizing anomalies beneath the Earth's surface, sparking excitement among the team. Each discovery fuels their determination as they inch closer to the elusive tomb. Amidst the thrill of the hunt, the archaeologists confront challenges and setbacks, from harsh conditions to conflicting theories. Yet their passion and perseverance drive them forward, united in their quest to solve one of history's greatest mysteries. As the search intensifies, the scene fades, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats, eagerly awaiting the next chapter in this epic archaeological adventure.